Okay, the tide is way too low, and I also can't see anything, but it looks, it's looking pretty walled. Picking up dog food, not you. Excuse me, miss, I live here. I live here. You don't get to bark at me. I feed you. I'm never gonna beat the weird girl who only hangs out with her dogs allegation. You know you hate this. What's your feet today? You didn't get out. There you go, go. Be free, be free. Teeth slice right through my wrist. Drive to the yard, put me on wrist. We don't want to work today. Weekend's actually been mayhem because it's Memorial Day today, and so like all the Valley people have come to town, and it's just been so busy. I don't like this. But I think I like this better. And then maybe I can braid my hair. My bug shirt. This thing and this thing. This isn't even a pimple. It's like a scab. So annoying. I always joke that Ash has only child syndrome, but it's really not a joke. We do everything together. Ash, what do you do? What's up? Hi. Hi. Oh. You're so perfect and cute. I love you so much. Okay, so random side tangent. For like the last like almost like 2 years, I've been saying I want to learn how to play the banjo, right? And the other day, yesterday morning, in my coffee doom scroll, I was like, I should just buy a banjo, but I got bills to pay. But something I do that I have been doing for a long time is I save all my cash tips, because we don't get a lot of cash tips. We get card tips mostly, but like let's think, Ella. Let's think words. What are we saying? We get mostly card tips, but I get a couple dollars cash every day, and I just put them in this box. And like when I get to like that's how I bought my heat press thing, and so on and so forth. That's how I bought Ash. Like in theory, I saved all my cash. I figured, because I'm not going to be working this job like an extended period of time, so I'm like, I have this cash tips. What can I spend it on? Banjo. I'm gonna buy a banjo with it, because that way, by the time I have enough money to buy a banjo, I'll have really thought it through instead of impulse. Even though it has been like 2 years, but I feel like that's a very big like impulse buy. But imagine me just ripping on the banjo. Like, I can play a little guitar. I haven't played guitar actually in a really long time. I used to play guitar a lot. I can play a little uke. I can play... Yeah, that's about it. I played the drums in elementary school band. Just saying. Just saying. Also, thinking out loud, so I remember this. This week I need to get an oil change on my car. I need to go to my storage unit. But the Jiffy Lube It's right by the place I got my nose pierced. I want to get my nose piercing changed to a hoop because it's mostly healed. That is something I could do tomorrow. There's a good thrift store by it too. Work time. I need a belt. The hunt for a new belt, and I thrift all these belts, and I only wear this one. There's definitely like socks in here. What do I have? Socks? Edibles? Uh-oh. Sock. Okay. Morning. It's 7:40. Now I yanked myself out of bed at like 6:30. And now somehow it took me an hour to leave the house, but I am driving to the bins and I'm going to feed my addiction, and then I'm gonna go to my storage unit. I have like one more load of things to drop off, and then I'm like all my moving stuff is taken care of. I also need to pick up some big paper because I have an art project idea that I need the paper to execute, but I'm a little worried because low-key it's buried in the like behind all my furniture that I shoved in there a week ago. Anywho, gonna go to the bins, and I need to get an oil change really badly, but I don't really want to go to Jiffy Lube, but I figured that if I'm hauling myself into slow, probably should go to Jiffy Lube. I'm scared of Jiffy Lube. And it's like, my car, the oil changes are so expensive, and I don't understand. Is I'm not allowed to have any crushes this summer. No feelings for anybody this summer. If I get like a sliver of attention that I can potentially reciprocate, like across all boards, I'm like, you're a permanent fixture in my life. And that's not the case. Like, I think that like in the case of relationships, or even like, okay, I don't actually know with like goals, but like if you want something too bad, like not in the sense like where you put in no effort, but if you want something too bad to the point where it's all consuming, I feel like it's not the right time for that. You need to have like the balance. That being said, like I think about that from an art and a career standpoint, and like I do want my art to be all consuming, so like maybe not in that front, but like everything else, like if you want it that bad and it's all consuming, it's not the right time. And then I'm gonna put this down and actually drive so I don't literally run over somebody. I am acting for the gaze of me and only me. I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear this so people think my outfit's cute, or I'm gonna listen to this music. It's like no one fucking knows what music you're listening to in your stupid tangled up wire headphones. Nobody knows. Like, what are you doing? And then it's like, that's such a waste of my energy. Why would I even do that? Also, no Hinge. No dating apps. No dating apps. No! Nothing sustainable comes from Hinge. I have living proof of that. Okay, I mean, if you met your partner on a dating app and you guys have lasted, wow, you're one of the lucky, rare specimens of this planet. Not Ella. Nope, not me. Let me tell you really quick. So I have this thing in my car, and in my last video I was talking about my Bob Dylan summer, right? And so I wrote that down, minus a lot of this stuff, but I wrote it down, and it's with a clothespin on my mirror. and I left it in there. And the people in there like to yap. And so they probably read it, and that's so embarrassing. Also, I walked to Goodwill. I hate Goodwill, like normal Goodwill. They were selling like ratty stained jeans for $13, and I was like, yeah, I'm out. So I walked back, and I was sitting on their little like benches out there, and just blasting my Jeff Buckley, staring at the ground, and then my music stops, and I was like, what the heck? It still says it's playing. It connected to my car while they were in it. I don't like doing things like that by myself, like, because I feel so, like, little girl, because, like, I genuinely, like, don't know anything about my car. Same with my bike. Like, when I go to the bike shop, I'm like, hi, like, da da da. Even though, like, I do know things about my car. Like, I know how to check my oil. I know how to do things. And then with my bike, like, I know how to fix my bike. I just can't put sealant in the tires because I don't have a, like, mechanic stand, and I don't want to put sealant everywhere. It's fine. Like, it's all just men. I don't like men. They're all very nice. They're, like, holding the door for me and stuff. You could tell they're, like, big man, blah, blah, blah. Like, fuck off! I'm now at Michael's, and I'm gonna try to see if they have good gesso, which is, like, the stuff you put over canvases. Because I have a bunch of practice canvases that I want to just reuse. So they have gesso, and I was gonna get something else. My record player came today. And I thrifted my favorite Louis Prima album, which I've already listened to twice. And then I also thrifted a Sammy Davis one. And then these two I got the other day. They're both Peter, Paul, and Mary. And then Breakfast at Tiffany's soundtrack. $40. Ish, maybe I'll hit some of the creeks. Yeah. I just really, like, am burnt on my bike. I want to surf. That's all I want to do, and it's been, like, quite literally horrid. And I've been watching the Sano cam for the past couple days, and, like, kicking myself that I can't surf that. But, you know, don't know what you got till it's gone. That's like the story of my life. Moral of the story of my life. Thank you, Joni Mitchell. But, I mean, this would be good because it's finally not howling wind. And, I don't think it's supposed to get very windy today at all, which is really awesome for me. It's so funny. I remember having a conversation, so it was like a couple months ago, with one of my coworkers. She's like, oh, you're still riding your bike a bunch? I was like, you know, honestly, not as much. She's like, do you think, like, it's because you're, like, mentally stable now? And I was like, oh. This is jammed. I was like, whoop. Yeah, but, like, seriously, like, when I was at my, like, low mental health points, like, all last summer, and, like, the fall, and even the winter, like, when I was up here for winter break, I was riding my bike like an insane person. Like, I was, like, up in, like, Big Sur, which, if you, like, know the proximity from here, and I just did that on my bike, like, spur of the moment, like, oh, I'm just gonna go here. I was like, oh, I'm gonna ride 100 miles on my birthday. That did not happen. Sorry to disappoint. I just, like, also, if I'm riding my bike too much, my cortisol levels are up, and it's just a whole thing. It's a whole thing, I'm telling you. I do, though, like, wish that I could just go teleport to the tour this year. Rope Girl Summer. Rope Girl Summer. I was looking at new apartments this morning. I'm like gonna, and like stressing myself out. It just feels gross. I just feel so gross right now. Look at, we're literally the same. Like. Okay, it's so windy. I'm listening to the Revenge of the Sith score. And it feels very spiritual. I'm like going down all these like open land descents listening to like the Anakin and Obi-Wan battle scene, and it's so sick. Dude, I'm such an idiot. The headwind though, I've been in zone 3 the whole time. Back from my ride. It was okay. The wind picked up like 5 minutes after I left, so that was so awesome a bit. So I was stressing the whole time too because Ryan took my saddlebag off my bike because he needed like my multi-tool thing, and then he didn't put it back on and I couldn't find it, and it has like all my like flat repair stuff in it and like everything else you could need. And I was like, the one time I don't have this is the one time like something's gonna happen to my bike. So that was awesome. Nothing happened, it was fine, but I still can't find it. I'm kind of pissed about it because that's a lot of money's worth of stuff in there. Anywho, I'm gonna show you my thrift haul from yesterday because it's finally clean. I got this hoodie. It's like a yellow, like super faded. It has definitely some paint stainage, but you know. It's like a smaller fitted hoodie, which I like for just like, I don't know, not sleeping. I like to sleep and like drown in my hoodies, but then like if I'm wearing them out, I want them to be a little more smaller. And it's like yellow, and this is navy if the camera's not showing. Actually, I got this like last week, but it's been hanging in my hallway drying. I just keep forgetting about it, but it's this like pretty sheer tank top. It's for depop, but it's this like really pretty white beaded, and it's like stretchy in the back, and I was like, wow, it's so pretty. I picked it up, and then I was washing it yesterday. I got home, and it's like 2000s gold label. You can't see that. It's gold label 2000s Victoria's Secret. And I was like, damn, that's really cool. Wide neck, like seamed wide neck. It's not even someone cut it. Bob Marley merch, and it's that Zion brand. Oh, hi person. I have another Bob Marley shirt from there. That was my mom's, but this one's so sick. So that's really awesome. Big red Old Navy zip up, like really pretty maxi dress. It's like strapless, and it has all these sequins, like lightweight. I'm going to Kauai in August, and so maybe that would be something fun to bring. Like tank top, and it's kind of like, it's like ruched on the sides. I don't know. But it's open back. Oh my god, I cannot show this. It's like open open back, and it has like cool texture polka dots. It's from Zara actually. I seriously think that I've thrifted like 4 different versions of this dress from the bins. But the Free People tank top dress thing, whatever you want to call it, tube top. It's like knit and it has sparkles. Very cute. Coolest vintage Volcom boardies, paper tag and all. They're so cute. Yeah. Very cute. Not LA, not the Bay. That's where I'm from. Just a Skims tank top. I figured it'd be nice to sleep in, and it's like long, so that's also fun for like layering stuff. This like Matisse, his dancers. I'm teaching an art camp. I'm teaching 2 little kid art camps this summer, and every day of the week's like a different medium. So for like, we're gonna do collage day, and I want to talk about like a different artist. So I wanted to talk about Matisse on on the collage day, and I'm gonna wear the Matisse shirt, and then I have like a Van Gogh like top, so I'm gonna wear like my Van Gogh shirt. I think that's gonna be really cute. Polka dot like tank top. This feels very 2016, but I'm kind of loving it. Like wide neck, boat neck, stripy top, and it has little buttons. And then this bracelet, but I have like a colored one that's like similar. I got at the same thrift store. But the funny thing is, I actually bought that bracelet last week, and I could not find it anywhere for my life. And I was like, oh, that sucks. Like, I definitely dropped it outside of the car. But I guess I just never took it off the counter at the thrift store. So I bought it again. Yeah, anyways. I smashed my finger in the shower door too, and it's all swollen. So yeah, but I think now I'm going to do a little art, maybe. And yeah, I'm doing laundry right now, like my actual laundry. But I think I'm gonna listen to some music and do some art. Yay. Okay, that's all. Toodaloo.